prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free.
Join the Helldivers. Become part of an elite peacekeeping force!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're discussing Helldivers 2. Now, personally, I'm still enjoying the game a lot. It's great just to jump back in after a hiatus, and I feel that's the best way to enjoy the game. And as of right now, I'm currently sitting at about 600 hours in. But if you frequent those online subreddits, you might have a different attitude toward the game. Ghost, are you still enjoying it?
It ebbs and flows, but it is normally a good experience. I have more positive. Well, I have more positive experiences on there than bad. Let's say that.
But overall, I think the game's fun as hell. It's nice to take a break for a month or two and then come back, and it's just good fun every single time that we jump back in. And I think that's the best way to actually, play Helldivers or just about any live service game. But if you go on the internet, you would think that the game is absolutely in free fall. And everybody hates it, especially if you stay within the subreddits. And there's been plenty of drama throughout this game's life cycle. Back in the day where, the PlayStation Network account linking and all that stuff, where it was blocking people from other countries. That was a big thing back in the day. And then a community member.
Joel, just call him out, Joel.
Just blame Joel for everything. But then they had the doxing scandal where a community member had offered $1,000 to charity if the devs beat the Super Hell Dive. And apparently, some sub faction of Arrowhead, some really hardcore fans, took this as an insult and basically doxed the guy at his workplace and people think he got fired, or I think he actually did get fired. He got removed from a horse sanctuary he volunteered at.
God, not the horsies.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Sony and Arrowhead had to come out and issue a joint statement on the harassment.
Well, you shouldn't be doing that
but-
anyways. You shouldn't be doxing
Yeah.
anybody and things like that. That's ignorant. We can all be adults. But man,
No,
I think we could all agree.
Yes.
Them subreddits be getting toxic for no reason.
Yeah, the people who lurk, I feel like in the subreddits are more of adults, because usually I'm just looking in there just to see, okay, what's the temperature about the game? What kind of bugs are we looking at? There are bugs. There are plenty of bugs in this game. I actually think is at the
And
point
not the
where
ones
it's
you're
getting a little bit ridiculous.
Oh,
Right. I think some of the bugs are getting pretty ridiculous. I think the list is just piling up with each new Warbond that they pack in. But yeah, I think those people who post every day, who are in these subreddits every day, I think it cultivates this kind of attitude. Like when you keep reading all this negative stuff, it makes you into a ghoul almost. Like you just don't know how to react outside of that subreddit, and you attack everything with such vitriol. You don't even know how to have nuanced thinking anymore. It's just anybody disagrees with you, just lash out, and you just bite people in the throat. And I just think that's part of the internet as a whole. Like if your entire existence is spent just looking at screens and arguing with people online, you just end up not being a good person to be around. I'm sorry, that's just how it goes.
well, not for nothing, but the negative breeds a lot faster than positivity, right?
Yeah.
Because you can say the game's bad. You can say you don't like it. You can say you don't like to play it. It cannot be your game style. We've both been roasted by two different player groups for not liking said huge game that's out, whether it be Elden Ring or Crimson Sky. We both got torched. But the one thing you can't say about the game is
Crimson
that,
Desert, by the way.
yeah, whatever. Stupid ass game. I mean, cool. There's a lot of whatever. We're not going to go down that path again. Point is, what is the point? Oh, there's no lack of developer support. I mean, you can buy a $40 game and there's almost $150 worth of just add-ons Like if you want different weaponry, different skins, and this and that.
Right.
They did a lot. We always kind of talk about how No Man's Sky fell off, and it was like that IP is probably dead, but they bounced back.
Yeah, that was
This
rough.
has really came from the brink of it was so rough and it was so bad that it almost died on contact a couple of months in.
Right.
But to see where the game's at now, do I think it's for the player that wants to grind it out like a Crimson Desert or an Elden Ring? No, I don't think you should be dumping 1,000 hours into the game from January to March. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it is
Yeah.
a really cool game to break up the monotony if you're in a gaming drought like what we do. Um, there's some fun. It's a co-op game. You get on there and look, man, I'm not on there trying to survive. I'm gonna die over something stupid. I'm gonna get a a stratagem dropped on me. A bug's gonna come out of the ground
Something.
and hit me through a wall. Just something stupid.
Right. Yeah, I think as a whole, I think the game's fantastic. One of the best live. I have over 500 hours in it. Like
I
it has
complain through
paid.
it all. Don't get it wrong. I'm complaining.
Absolutely. Uh, it's amazing we don't die as much as we do. I guess that just shows how much we've been playing. But I have over 500 hours. I've gotten my money's worth out of this game, just completely. But I think players now are feeling like there's a big disconnect between what we were actually seeing in the game and what the developers are doing because for the most part, I would think at this point there is a lot more, and I think I saw a chart on Reddit or something where like a lot of the players now are like in the end game and they want something more to strive
Okay,
for.
I can see
And
that.
there's just nothing for players like us to do. You still got stuff to do. You still got ship modules
Well,
and stuff
but
to
here's the
unlock.
thing, though, and I will agree with you on this for the end game, because you and I just had this conversation about division, right? Because we are flip flopped on that, where I'm so in game it's ridiculous. If you're blessed enough to play with somebody else that has all the ship modules, you really don't need them, right? Like at this point, most of the stuff that I would buy that ship module for doesn't actually help what I bring to the battlefield. Does that make sense? Like it's cool if I have it, but I don't need it. But at this point, once I get through the Warbond of what I'm doing or what I want in the Warbond, the replayability is probably 6 or 7 runs and I'm done. Do you know what I mean? Like I understand the in game part of it of what are we chasing now? I
I
think they
did.
need a raid.
I think these so like some of the ship upgrades are really impactful. I think for like turrets and
Bug
getting your stuff
sympathizer.
quicker. No, I am for democracy
That's crazy.
here and to the end of time. My ship is maxed out completely. Like I
Show
did
off.
the gauntlet of getting all my I've got everything. So I am ready for the in-game content. And it feels like and I think that I've seen, a tweet or something like that, or I think it was in their Discord actually, where they said they want to do more stuff that's like generalized for like the whole player base. But I'm
Okay.
sorry, I think the game has been out at the general player base. That's what the war bonds are for. If and let them,
I
I think
just
also you need to give them more opportunities to get more medals instead of just having to buy them because I see a lot of complaints about the last war bond with the exosuits, how those kind of like play to win, or pay to win, sorry. Uh,
you also have to play to
because some of
win,
the,
but whatever.
but because the exosuits were locked, the exosuit was locked behind a war bond. But I do think if you're going to do that, then you need to give the players more opportunity to pick up, those super medals inside the game. Um, but also, I think you need to cater. You are a live service game. You are not just what you used to be, like with Magica and the first Helldivers. You're not just like a party game anymore. Like this is full fledged third person 4 player co-op
Getting
shooter.
it.
Getting in there. Like this is a full fledged game, $40, and you need at this time to really start putting some effort into your in-game content and also into the quality of your game. Because now I see a lot of bugs where I'm like, dude, this is like not being able to climb over stuff.
I need to be able to take a 3-inch step. I'm being chased by shit that is invisible, jumping at me. All sorts of stuff is happening. I get stuck on a lip on a lip, and I'm
Yep.
getting my arm ripped off. I will say this
Yep.
though, before we get off the topic of endgame, and I agree with you because I don't care about being level 150. It doesn't mean anything to me. Now,
Bucks
if
and
you were
buzzers.
facts, the point is that like if you look at something like Xenoverse, where okay, now the level caps it was 120, then it was 140, 60, now 180. Well, what's the point of trying to be 180? Well, I get a skill point to actually make my character stronger. I'm pushing towards something
Right.
by getting there and playing. You get nothing but, now don't get me wrong, you get the flex of being 150, you don't touch grass, whatever your prerogative is. The Cheeto stock is going up. Point is just that me personally, I don't care that I get to show that I'm not a death commander anymore. Like I got my title, I'm cool with that. What else am I trying to be 150 for? Like I don't understand.
Right. There.
For me, it doesn't draw me in because I'm not a streamer. I don't care about maxing out every weapon in 48 hours.
Right. Yeah. I think the main thing the devs need to do now. I think they did this maybe last year or at least a few months ago.
Make Helldivers
Where
3.
they
Oh,
they pushed the Warbond off a little bit so they can work on the quality. And we need some quality. Like I'm talking about Warbond should be quality at this point. No more buying stuff. No more paying. People are buying all these Warbonds. I think I have all of them at this point. But
wow. Someone's rich. Oh,
you need now your developers, everybody there needs to work on getting this game back up to quality. We need to stop running into invisible walls. I'm tired of trying to run up a ledge, or you shoot a bug and the bug gets. I've seen bugs get shot and they get launched towards you, and that's like there's bugs on top of bugs, and I just want to shoot the. I just want to deal with the ones that are on the screen trying to attack me. Not everything else. Not like the game glitching and trying and just completely, fucking up my gameplay. Like I don't want that. Also, their CEO did like an AMA one weekend, and he didn't even do it on the regular Helldivers subreddit. He did it on like another subreddit called Helldivers Unfiltered. I don't know why. I feel like this guy just woke up. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna just do an AMA and just. But this made the community even worse because he just gave some of the most vague answers and did not answer the main questions or
he
the
was
problems
Diablo
that the community
2.0.
right. Bro did not. I don't think bro
Did you
signed
think
up.
about this?
He did not. And I think somebody came in or noticed and was like, hey, what are you doing? Like the
First
community,
off, who let you off the leash?
I swear, subreddit and Discord are going off right now. What's happening? Uh, but he said that I did this AMA because I saw the disappointment, criticism, and mistrust in this subreddit, and it got to me. I wanted to get a better sense and understanding of what was at the heart of it. Well, I hope you found it. I hope you found it. I hope you went back to the office and told your team to get back to work.
And then went right to the whiteboard, started writing stuff down.
I swear, because I love this game. I love Helldivers. I love the lore. I love the community. But my God, I think at this point there really needs to be a push for quality and just more ways of playing. The shaders, my God, how long is it going to take for shaders to come out on armor? Like this is getting ridiculous. But yeah, like I said, I don't
It's
know
not in
what they're
free
going to
fall.
do.
The game is still good.
The
They
game is
just need
still
to
good.
tweak it.
just needs some tweaks. Um, if you if you can absolutely enjoy this game without ever engaging with the subreddit. Sometimes that's the best thing for your mental health.
I'm not in the subreddit.
I am, but there's actually some good memes in there. But yeah, I just think they need to work on quality, like I said, and give us some more in-game content. And I think after that, I'll be happy. But that's all I have to say. Ghost, any final thoughts?
I'm good.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys for listening. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell, and also in those comments, let me know if you're still playing Helldivers, what level you are, and what you look forward to the most from the developers, if we ever get anything. But yeah, guys, we'll catch you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.